Well, kids are heading back to school, which means preparing delicious and nutritious snacks for kids is essential. Now, Alex, I know that you probably had a favorite snack growing up.
Yeah.
What was that? If you had to choose, maybe a couple.
Okay, I'm glad you gave me a couple. We would definitely go pizza rolls.
Okay.
That's a big one. I loved Goldfish.
Yes.
Bam. And then I would go, like, if we're talking candy, like Starburst, Skittles, something like that, or mini M&Ms.
Right, and it's like the best thing ever when you get home from school and you go to the snack cupboard and get all the snacks. And so we have some ideas to keep your kids energized and satisfied throughout the day, but doing it so in a balanced way. And so I'm going to break it down. We've got 4 pillars. Okay, we've got protein, fiber, fat, and fun. Okay, and you know, like your Bent and Go boxes or your Lunchables. That's kind of what we're trying to accomplish. We're going to try to make like a snack pack today. And so, of course, protein is probably one of the most important things that you want to add to your plate. And a lot of times people think protein, they think meat, right? And so it doesn't have to be just meat. Of course, chicken nuggets are kind of that's a go-to for kids.
Yes.
And chicken nuggets are a great source of protein. This one has per serving 23 grams of protein, and this is actually made with a plant-based breading.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more, healthy.
It's not how they make the Dino Nuggets.
Right. Which, and in the same regard, if you have a picky eater and maybe if they don't like the texture, then, something is probably better than nothing. And so, having a protein source is still important because it's good for muscle development, muscle repair, and it gives you fuel. Right. And so if you don't like meat, then cottage cheese or any kind of low-fat dairy or yogurt or string cheese. I know that's one of your favorites, Alex.
Yeah, I already had one right there.
Right, and deli meat as well is probably an easier alternative. And you can add all of this into one of these options into your snack pack to have that protein option. And then we're going to move on to fiber. Fiber is super important. It promotes good health and good gut health, and it's got all the nutrients. And of course, you just want to prioritize more color. So we've got some color here. Grapes and blueberries, cucumbers, and carrots. You can have your cucumbers and your carrots as a chip to dip into their favorite dip. And these carrots actually kind of already look like chips. And then you've got popcorn and whole grain crackers are also a great source of fiber. And so kind of starting those healthy habits early, and that's a great thing to add to your snack pack as well. And then of course leaning into what your kids like. And then fat. So fat is very satiating. So I always say that fat is like the cherry on top of your meal, and it makes you feel really full and satisfied. So we've got peanut butter, nuts, guacamole, hummus, and it's good for promoting your hormone health and also just to make you feel more fueled and satisfied.
I used to get in trouble for getting the spoon in the peanut butter and just eating it right out of the jar all the time. Still do it, but I haven't learned.
Yeah, and so that's also an option. You can just get a spoonful of peanut butter and add that. Maybe have it with, some people like celery and peanut butter, or bananas and peanut butter, or crackers and peanut butter. Too, So that's always a great option there. It gives you your fiber and a little bit of plant-based protein. And then of course our favorite is the fun section.
My favorite.
Right, and so fun to me, it promotes balance because it allows you to still have something that maybe you're looking forward to. My personal favorite on the menu today is the mini M&Ms and Patrick's as well. And I know a lot of kids like Goldfish, as you mentioned, you love those growing up. And it really just promotes portion control as well. And so instead of just having that right after, you want to pair it maybe with color or protein to promote balance and just feeling overall healthier and promoting those good habits later on.
Well, we talked about earlier kind of, as a kid, it's like, oh no, the back to school time is so stressful. But this is one thing to look forward to, the after school snacks. I know it was certainly one of my favorite parts of the day as a kid.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so if you have a question or topic that you'd like me to cover, maybe this back to school season, send us an email to pressreleases@ktbs.com.